details with the group. So as you guys finish your rest, get everything off, Bell was being seen to. Did you already do your hit dice? I see your hit dice. Okay, good. And now I'm going to need a marching order. It's a very small path. It's been used by goblins, so it's not like a huge path for you guys to follow, but it does have drag marks because they were...
Engong would be used to the area and what the terrain would be, so she would say she would actually volunteer to go first.
Bell will be second.
Burris flanks because he can fly.
Alright, are you guys walking like front to back like that? Or are we spacing? What are we doing?
So let's assume like this is the marching order, so we have...
Okay, I was heading north to south.
Okay.
But we can do that. We can do that. Engong, and then you guys can have your marching order.
Yeah, I can cover the back. I'm fine with that.
Alright.
I have the least movement, but I mean, that's fine.
You can be further up if you want.
Now, Earl, you're going to be flying for this, right?
It really depends. Like, what's the thicket like?
It is foresty. Like I said, the trees are only like... They change, but they're 20 to 40 foot tall. So you could, if you're flying above the trees, it's not very thick. It's kind of like a... You're out west, right? Like, are you in California, or where are you at?
What, me personally?
Yeah, I'm just trying to think about what forest types you're used to. It's just a normal deciduous forest.
Redwood,
Yeah, not redwoody.
yeah.
California?
Yeah.
So,
So it's trees spotted. This area's been like 30 to 40 years ago. This entire area was basically the center of a giant volcanic explosion. So there's basically no trees that are older than 40 years old. The ones that are very tough. So there's a couple here or there, but for the most part, all the brush has been cleared, you know, within the last generation. So there's not a ton of really tall trees. A lot of scrub here or there, with a couple taller, more exuberant trees that were able to shoot up quicker than their brothers and sisters. And so it's a couple big trees here or there, just like the map was that we just fought on, the battle map there. A couple trees here, a couple trees there, underbrush, thickets, and that's about it. So you'll be able to fly every once in a while. You might have to go up above around a couple trees, but you could fly around and not actually be in a marching order.
it is nowhere near as bad as back home.
Correct. Like, it's not a jungle.
Like, wow, this is sad.
Yeah, very, 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 very sad comparatively.
So he'll just like fly branch to branch. Like he won't like go ahead of the party. He'll just be like, you know, the bird's eye view over them.
Okay, I will set you outside the marching order since you're not actually marching. You're outside their order, and you're flying, so any ground-based stuff isn't really going to affect you. And you'll have a bird's eye view, like you said, even though your passive perception's terrible.
That doesn't stop.
The good news is, I believe the person with the best passive perception's in the front.
Yeah, and that's a 13.
Alright.
Yeah.
So the good news is, about 10 minutes heading down the trail, you encounter a hidden snare, which you are easily able to see, Engong.
Takes out a hand axe.
Okay.
Before, almost goes to cut the rope. Stops herself. And tries to look for where the rope is coming from, like where the snare actually would go up, and like essentially where the part of the rope that gets pulled is.
Yeah, it basically goes over to a tree, and then it's like relatively close to one of the trees that you have to kind of like go under the branches of. So.
Yep. Goes over to it. Well, making sure everybody has stopped. Goes over to that spot. Cuts the rope with the hand axe, then pulls the rope up into a loop, and that's what she says. Free rope.
So you got like about 20 feet of rope.
Take some rope if you already have some.
I have like, I already have like hemp rope.
Oh, actually, I
but
do too.
extra rope, so extra rope doesn't help. What's the condition of the rope, by the way?
It looks fairly new.
Hemp.
Yes. Does anybody have investigation? I'm looking through your sheets right now.
20 feet, so that'd be
No, take
negatory. Okay, so
my intelligence is pretty good. No proficiency in investigation.
410. So that'd be times 2, so that'd be 4. Okay.
Who's that said they had a decent intelligence?
Riker.
Ah, that makes sense.
I have an intelligence 13, if that helps.
I have an intelligence of 17. That helps. But I did not take investigation as proficiency.
So one of the things you notice, Riker, is where that snare was, the drag marks kind of went up to it, but like stopped. And then they continue on the other side.
You guys see this? Looks like something maybe dragged something through here and then
Yeah, like
set the snare and then kind of moved on. They didn't
Crazy
wanna
how
go on.
nature does that.
Yeah, nature. Or someone.
yeah, you're pretty sure that like two bodies were dragged from the ambush site to here, and there's about a 10-foot gap around the trap where basically the drag marks are just gone. So
Alright, so it looks like maybe somebody tried to clear their
yeah.
signs of themselves and set a trap, yeah. So guys, yeah, it looks like 2 bodies. This is not looking good for our patron here who's paying us, which I like to get paid, and that promise of more money. It looks like he may have been taken after all, him and his friend. There's two drags here. You guys see this?
By the way, we're going over there to kick some goblin butt, I'd imagine, right? Ekong says as she puts the rope, the 20 foot of rope into her backpack.
Okay. So as you guys continue on past this snare trap, but 10 minutes later, Ngang, you're grateful that your friend Riker was able to point out to you that about the drag marks, because they stop again.
Stops everybody.
What's going on?
Same sort of scenario as before, but I don't see a snare.
I look around. Can I see if there's a snare?
There is not a snare, but after some careful looking, you guys notice that across the trail there is a pit trap. It's fairly well hidden.
Told ya.
It's only about 12 feet deep, but still, that could have hurt.
Okay. I like to mark it somehow. Maybe with just take a big rock or something and
Well, I mean,
make sure it's,
yeah,
it's visible.
you could just push the covering down into the trap, or remove the covering entirely if you wanted to.
Whatever I need to do, just to make sure that on our way back, it's highly visible if we need to make a getaway or something.
Shifts the covering. Engong shifts the covering with her foot, revealing a sort of like a slight crescent shape of pit.
Alright, so as you guys continue on, It's about another 10 minutes later, and we come to a stream. And the trail travels up the stream for about another couple minutes, and then you come to basically a cliff hill area where the stream comes out of this a wall in this hilled area, and is basically, you can hear waterfall inside echoing out of this hole in the ground in front of you. To give you an idea, there is a picture.
A map? No.
I guess, hold on a second, let me...
Oh man, we're already in a cave again.
So,
Guys, I'm having a crazy ass dream again.
Let me give you...
murderer, if we're on the outside, what you can do to make it so that the inside is still dark is you can give, like, a random object or token light so that it only shines, like, out here.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna bring over my test PC and stick them here. I had them here and I erased them for some reason.
Yeah, just make them exude light and we'll ignore them.
Okay.
Yep. Also, Ura is back to being block.
Oh, sorry.
Also, test PC.
Oh god, who's that?
It's the sun! The gift of light!
Some things are going to interest you, stranger.
Okay, there you go, okay.
Also, I appear to be an art object, not a token. I'm not aligning to the grid.
Same. But it's not. I mean,
I
it's not
don't-
a big deal.
Oh.
think that
It's not the grid's not set, but that's fine. That's fine. Not a big deal.
Yeah, the grid's not set. The grid isn't actually the grid. This is from scanning in the picture of the module. So,
I'll have to, I guess I'll have to pretend like I'm actually there.
I mean, to be honest, the grid really doesn't matter much because you can use you're gonna use the thing anyway. It just gives you a rough estimate. So,
Also, this square in particular.
you like that? I'm not even sure that square is from this map. Like,
Step on it! I'll give you 2 gold if you do.
Steps on it.
you step on it and it ejects you up into the air 50 feet. Alright, so, yeah, as we walk here, we got there. Let's kind of arrange ourselves. Am I missing somebody? Engang. And then who is after Engang?
Hello. There we go, sure.
As it opens up, I'm not necessarily directly behind him.
Alright. So, one of the things you do notice, Engang, as you first come on this map, because you are so awesome at detecting stuff.
Yeah, especially goblin stuff. I mean, so, like,
You hear... Do you speak Goblin? Who speaks Goblin? I know somebody does. You hear some gibbering over in this general direction in a language you don't understand, Engang.
Engang just puts her hand up in the air, kind of like quiet, and then just points over towards that direction.
Ura wishes, if he can, to fly up into the branch here. I don't know if this is a tree or a bush.
That's a thicket, so it's about 8 foot tall of just a massive tangle of crap.
Are there any trees here?
Nope, there's no trees there, so if you fly up in the air, you'll be able to just see down over it if you wanted to.
But that would also be, like, really
Yeah,
visible.
anything looking up would also see you, yes.
How deep is this?
At this point, maybe a foot in the deepest part.
Oh, okay. Okay. Just curious.
Ura puts a finger over his beak.
Alright, so I'm going to have you guys make stealth checks if you want to keep being quiet.
Oh god. Oh god almighty. Oh no. I don't think anybody here is like dex based at all. So-
No. Engang has
I have a +5, but I'm still only rolled a 3.
Engang has a +3 to her dex, so you're Here we go. A 14.
Fuck, we did real bad.
Yeah, we don't have somebody that. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I have good. I have a +5.
And there it is.
Doesn't help if I roll a 3.
It's true.
Alright, so I am going to let you guys decide how you know there's something over in those bushes in here. The question is, how are you going to approach it? And you can go ahead and do your initiative now. Who was it that spoke Goblin? Sorry.
I do.
That is...
Oh shit, that's an 20. That's
Ingong, right?
Nope.
Bell.
She knows giant, not goblin.
So,
Simplicity here.
Bell, basically you know that they're arguing about a game of bones. So they're arguing and they're making tosses, and you can hear them making wagers and stuff like that. And one of them saying, "You cheater," and he's, "No, I'm not." And he's like, "Watch." So that's what you get, is that they are completely and utterly distracted at the moment. And even though you guys aren't very stealthy, you might still be able to surprise them from all that you can.
information relayed to comrades. Can we all see them? Or can we see them? Or are they hidden?
They're hidden behind this thicket, or in this thicket.
This one.
Oh, and I also apologize. I'm gonna have to re-roll this stealth because I'm wearing chainmail.
Oh, there.
You are.
Okay, nothing changes. Carry on.
Alright.
Just wanna keep things fair.
Alright, so do we just want to jump these assholes and get rid of them now, or what?
Uri begins speaking in half sign language words, his wings fluttering, feathers twitching.
I do not.
Is
I
there
don't
a way
understand
through
any
this
of that.
thicket?
Yes.
How do we get
Yes,
through
it's
here?
called run.
We just run through it?
I guess.
I mean, I'm game.
Crap, it's not in Dog's
How many are there?
Alright, so we'll go in turn order. And you guys were not noticed.
So, does it count as surprise?
Yeah, so Belle, you get to run across and surprise them if you'd like. If you want to run through the thickets, it will just count as, it would basically...
terrain.
difficult terrain, and you'll probably, like, you would get surprised, but you'll probably, they're gonna be a surprise round, so it doesn't really matter.
Fantastic.
Can we see how deep this thicket goes? Or is it
Not from here, you just know.
actually Okay.
As far as you know, they are standing in a bunch of thorns. That's basically what it is.
Alright, well,
I mean, you guys are wearing armor, so it's not like it's gonna hurt running in there.
quick fast mode, go. Can't actually progress past this.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, let me get rid of that for you. If you try to do any range stuff in there, they have basically full cover.
I have a bat, so won't be doing that.
You should be able to enter now.
Huzzah. Alright, here we go.
2 goblins to die.
Yeah, that's the... So, God...
And also, this square.
You like that one? That's a good one.
I don't know. It reminds me of something. I don't know.
Yeah, reminds me of this square.
What? No.
Step on the square and then just explode.
Okay, that's that.
Where did the goblins get landmines?
They better be careful.
Out of
Out of
stone.
Oh,
Wow,
nice.
that's real good. Crunch.
Ooh.
Are we even gonna be able to attack here?
I think that one's.
Splat.
Okay, how about this other one? Take a
We'll put that one over there, because that's where he ends up at.
Jeez. Hi.
Alright. So you're fairly sure at this point that no alarm was raised. The second goblin basically turned at you and looked up at you from kneeling down playing bones and was like, huh? And then he died.
Kicked him in the face. Just his face is now on the underside of my.
Yeah, he saw his friend fly across the way and kind of like looked at him for a moment, then turned and looked and saw you like, and was like, huh? And then he was dead.
So much for the turn order.
So, we're going to stay in turn order just for giggles. You may finish the rest of your movement now, I believe.
So, well, I've rolled 2 nat 20s in a row. That means I have to die now. Do I see anything else?
Nothing here. Basically, this is, yes, a big giant thicket that they were in, and they basically used little wood mats to push down the thicket, and they were sitting on the mats basically inside this thicket. So basically all the brush, the parts that look like grass, is the thicket pushed down and laid down so that they could put a little blind in here, and they were supposed to be keeping watch, but obviously they were not.
Oh, well.
That's a grass
I'll just
colored
pop out over here and so I just disappeared into the grass. You guys probably just heard whack whack, and I just popped back out. It's like, okay, we're good.
What?
We're good.
Burrow's already 20 feet in the air. That's his turn. He's like, ah, ah. And he just like glides back to the ground. He's like, I could have done that.
Just like dip the end of the bat just in the stream to wash the blood off.
Alright, so let's keep moving on. Ura, you're flying in the air now.
That little up and down. He jumps in the air. He's expecting to like look over the bush to shout mean words at one of the goblins. However, they're both dead, and he just sort of like flutters back to the ground and moves forward, say about like 10 feet. And as he lands, he just sort of like looks sheepishly at everyone, like, "Well, that happened."
And Riker.
Ah!
I mean, you could have just kept on going into the cave now, but you don't have to go over there if you don't want to.
He didn't say anything, but I will assume he said something, right?
No, I popped out and I was like, we're good.
Damn it. Alright guys, well, keep on moving forward here. And I will, I'm just gonna peek around this corner, take a look inside the cave, see if I see anything.
Right there, you smell basically wet dog.
Ooh. You guys smell that?
And you also hear some yipping from over in this,
Oh, there's...
from this general direction.
Kind of point that out to everybody. It looks like, I don't know, it's like wet dog, maybe some animals. Kind of around this corner. Be careful. I say quietly. And I think that's all my...
And it is definitely dark inside there. You don't see any lights.
Yeah. Yeah, so,
And I'll pull out a torch as well.
Okay, that's gonna get confusing because that ship thing, the accuracy was pretty cool. Out to balance. This does not go out as far as it should, but I'm fine with that for now.
I was gonna say, I think I gave you. Let me double check to see where you're at.
It should be 60 feet because dark vision.
Yeah, you have 60 foot in complete darkness, so it'll be 60 dim, so you should be able to see 60 dim. I gave you 5 foot as bright.
Okay, 5 foot, that's bright. That's fine. That's fine. And then 60 foot, that's dim.
Yep.
Oh. Anyway,
Oh, sorry.
that's right.
Are you lighting a torch, Riker?
No, I don't think I can. I'm just pulling it out and readying to light But I know that he has dark vision. I'm gonna let him go first.
Gong's gonna go out there and have a look inside this general area.
Can you see those right there in front of you?
No, it's like.
Is it
all
too
I can
dark?
see is up there.
Man, yeah, I'm just gonna change your vision just to 60.
That's fair. I'll bring it back. Or, sorry, actually, light. Oh.
Now can you see?
Kind of. Yeah. Peeks around the corner. Well, there you go. You wanna deal with them or?
What was that? Sorry.
3 wolves in that room. What do you want to do? We can leave them there, or we can take them out.
Are
They
coming at you?
they seem to be chained up.
No, chains.
Are they like barking like crazy or
Yeah, as soon as they see you, they start barking. You guys can faintly hear them over the water. Nobody seems to be responding. And Engong, you actually,
Is pretty loud?
there's definitely like some waterfall farther in, and you can hear definitely cascading through the chambers here, and they're yipping. And Engong, you see them kind of like snap at each other too, like as they're trying to as they're yipping at you.
Ain't him a goblin or something. Just
Yeah, we make the call, buddy. We got your back.
Feed him a
Should
goblin.
deal with them.
all their chains, Engong, go to that stalagmite right there.
I'm just saying, we shouldn't have to deal with them. If no one else is doing anything, I'm gonna walk over and grab the goblin and start dragging it.
if this is where the goblins are, they may keep them as attack vermin or whatever.
Can I tell that if these wolves are, like, not untamed or anything?
Do you have animal handling? I'll let you make an animal handling check, even if you don't have it.
Okay. 6!
They look like wolves to you.
Let's go.
Just wolves.
I mean, they're chained wolves. You know, for all you know, they might just attack the goblins as much as anybody else.
Can I see where they're chained up. Correct.
Yes.
Like, even considering her flaw, this would be something. This would probably, like, be not an exception, but. Trying to figure out what to do considering her flaw. Can I start writing AI? They literally cannot save themselves. I think they'll probably just attack each other.
Could you guys not hear me the whole time?
No.
No.
Oh my god, I'm sorry. I've been talking this whole time. My mic was pulled back. Can I? Could I start dragging one of these goblins over?
Yes, you may. Yeah, we'll go down to Shahun while you're thinking Engong.
Sorry. I'm trying to think out how this would play. Because you saw my flaw.
Yep. Oh, also at this point, I'm going to go ahead and say everybody has inspiration, because I like what you guys have done so far. So, we're going to...
What?
God bless the mercy point.
That's-
How do you use inspiration, real quick, just so I know?
So because we are doing it in roll 20, and you can see your results when you roll it, you have to state whether you're going to use it prior to rolling. You know what I mean. So if you want to use inspiration, it'll give you advantage, and then you can roll it. You can't roll like at advantage and then say, "Hey, I can see I have my second roll would be, and I'm going to burn my inspiration." Yeah, yeah,
Fair enough.
yeah. At a table, I allow disadvantage after you roll the first one. You can say, "Hey, I'm going to use my inspiration," but here, since you can see that dice roll, unless you roll singly, if you guys want to roll singly and then use your inspiration, we can do it that way if you guys want to do it that way.
I just assume if it's the automatic advantage roll and they use it, they have to make a new roll. Like they don't.
Yes, we can do. So if you guys want to do it that way, but you also can't use. You can only have one instance of advantage. So if you already have advantage on the roll, you can't double it.
They're completely unable.
So we can do it that way.
I'll be rolling singly. So I'll call it out beforehand, probably.
These wolves seem to. Okay. From what Engong is thinking, these wolves are completely unable to save themselves through artificial means, not natural means. So she's going to want to free them. She's going to come back to the rest and be like, "You lot got anything that could help me free those wolves?"
Free the wolves? Are you crazy?
All right, so we're on Shahun's turn. So while you're thinking about that, so you had this inner struggle. Shahun, you may finish. You're right there with the body of one of the goblins.
Yeah, I've walked up and I'm gonna kind of chuck it up into the wolves and see if they take interest.
Okay, so we'll just put this guy in there. And yes, when you chuck him in there, the wolves come up and they start eating on the dead goblin. And then seem to ignore you.
Let's put the other body in there just to be safe.
Not a bad idea.
Alright, there you go. The other body's in there.
I think they'll be more lenient to us now.
I like where your head's at.
Alright, so it is. Whose turn now?
So we're on to Bell.
Oh, okay. Just.
Talk about dogs. I cannot see the dogs.
I can't. Still.
Remember dark vision?
Yeah.
Oh. Right.
Does anybody
Sorry.
have a light source?
There.
Holding a torch in my hand that's not lit yet.
There will also be orbs of light come Ura's turn.
Yeah, I didn't do that.
So you've seen him use orbs or what?
Alright, so I'm moving the light source back a little bit. That's the pre-existing one. Alright, so Bell, that's as far as you're going to go without being able to see much further.
Yeah. Are we freeing these dogs or what?
No, they seem happy. The barking subsided, right?
Yeah. They're not barking anymore. They're eating on the goblins, and they seem content.
Just keep pushing through.
Okay. Now I can see what looks to be. Does that look like natural stairs, or is that just like?
Yes, it is an incline, so you can see the waterfall right there, and then yeah, little natural stairs right there. Are you just moving willy-nilly, or are you trying to be stealthy?
Relatively stealthy.
Alright, if you're being stealthy, make a stealth roll.
I like those rolls occasionally. If I roll another natural 20. Okay, yep. Okay, I died.
Well,
This game is where I die.
three natural 20s to go to jail, go
Or
directly to jail.
natural 20s.
Do not pass, go to jail.
4. It's 4.
Well, 3 in a row. Is it 4 in a row?
It's 4 in a row.
Jesus,
Like
that is
I got-
no, it's 4. That is 4 in a row.
No, one of those is the
His
DM.
attacks.
No. If you go back before his initiative,
My initiative was a natural 20. I had the 2 attacks. And then that.
holy crap!
I'm gonna die. That's all that's all this means.
DM, I request that you check for hacking.
Check for my lead hacks.
Alright.
Find them.
Quick, run back.
So, you seem perfectly fine right there, Bell. Nothing out of the ordinary. You don't notice anything special going on. And,
I'll wait until I can see.
okay. That brings us to the wolves who are done. And then we're on to Ura.
So, Ura, with his flying speed, is basically gonna, like, fly at ground level. So he's gonna, like, swoop by everyone. And resting his laurels in the cavern entrance here, he will, as his main action, cast Dancing Lights, which is his spell. He will create 4 balls of light, each ball casting a 10-foot radius of dim light. And then as his bonus action, he will string them out over the cavern. So, I don't know if you want to make like a ball token.
Yeah, do you want 4 ball tokens, or?
Preferably, because each of them does give off their own light signature.
Yeah, I'm seeing if I get anything that I can bring over.
Yeah, just like light out of the free assets will do. And if you want specific details, the balls of light are all this like slowly shifting color hue. It's like a computer save screen. It's just constantly shifting colors.
Oh man, talk about mesmerizing.
Old school Windows screensaver.
Yes, exactly. If you leave them alone for long enough, they start like bouncing along the surface, but they never hit the corner.
They bounce within a 5-foot square. They seem to hit an imaginary boundary.
Yes, exactly.
But it's all in a 2-dimensional plane, just perfectly. It has what was it again? It has no Z-axis.
Or it starts playing Pong.
Oh my! Holy crap! There's another one. He just plays Pong with himself.
There's 2 of you.
I don't need a party. I am the party.
You should be able to control all these.
I can, but it appears to be bright light.
Are they just dim light?
Yeah, they're just dim light.
Oops.
Also, you can just make one, and I believe I can copy. Oh, I guess not. I thought you were able to copy tokens as a player. I guess not. Rip.
Alright, there you go. 4 dim balls.
Okay. So there's a little lantern line. I don't know if other people can see it, those without dark vision.
You guys can all see now, right, in there, Bell?
I've been able to see. Yeah.
No.
You can see like
Exactly
through
the
here
same.
now.
Mine didn't change, but it's dim, so I don't think it should yet.
Yeah.
You should be able to. Like, you shouldn't see, like,
Well,
black.
if you move, can you move the test PC for a second, just to see if it'll... Because that's the reason.
Oh, okay.
These are like
So,
Checkbox.
so I
Players.
don't know if you have the lighting set to, but it should be 10-0.
Yeah, I'm only getting the test PC.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah, because 10 is the total radius of the light, and then 0 is when the dim light starts right beneath it.
Slight vision increase.
It's pretty sweet. I haven't played a game on here yet with like the dynamic lighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It does add a lot, like tactically. It makes you think more about like, oh, where am I going to position myself, and you know, all that stuff.
And yeah, Ura is done. He has the light set up for the people who need to see.
Alright, so next, Riker.
I appreciate it, brother. And I put my torch away. Go ahead and start moving up here. It's 10, 20.
You move. I guess stealth really doesn't matter at this point, huh?
No, probably not. I'm just, but I am gonna dip behind.
Hoping that dim
Right
light's
here,
a bit
yeah.
harder to see.
And I'm
than
gonna
red
try
light.
to, and I'm gonna try to be quiet. So. Oh, okay.
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 That's chest and all.
Yeah, and I'm gonna just slink along the wall behind our resident quiet person.
Okay, at this point, I have a question. Do you guys want my roles out in the open like they have been, or do you prefer for stuff like that to be hidden?
It don't matter for me.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm gonna play like a similar way.
Yeah, it doesn't matter to me.
Up to you. Whatever's easier for you.
I like transparency. That's why they're out in the open right now.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, after Riker, Engong.
Alrighty. Alright. While trying to be as quick and quiet as possible, moving here.
Alright, so that
So,
thing, yep, that thing slants up, which is why you can't see through it right now.
yeah.
But
Stealth. 14.
you do see a light at the top of there. So
You
there's,
see light coming from
yep,
there.
there's light. There's a light up there.
And I'm able to see this, correct?
Yes, and actually, you now see. There is a goblin hiding in the shadows right there.
Alright. As after seeing that, I'm good. I look to these two. I just put this touching silence gesture went towards into the cave that way and say essentially just try to whisper to let them know, but not be too loud. Rage, goblin on.
So whispering's not going to help you too much because the water makes too much noise.
Oh yeah, true. So it would probably be safer to be. I'd still be able to speak normally to them, and it still sound like a whisper. I pretty much would say to them, "Goblin on bridge."
Bridge. Okay. Also, as we saw him move across this water, how deep did it look?
Also, turns toward the bard. Turns towards the Arcocra, motions towards the lights, and just tries to bat it away, trying to say, "Hey, I don't get rid of it."
Alright, so the water is still like at most like a foot or so deep, but you can see where like the water has been deeper here before. Like it's only a foot deep here, but you can see spots where it looks like the water's been, like the water's probably at times been like 5-6 feet deep here.
Like still wet?
No, not recently. Like you can just see like how it's like
Okay.
not with not
Eroded,
yes.
something like that. Okay, gotcha.
And you can see like from the bank, there's normally more water that's supposed to be coming out of here than there currently is. You could make that as an educated guess. Like the bank. All right. So next, Shahun.
Alright, I'm going to try to stay back because I'm not super stealthy, but I didn't hear you or see you do any of that stuff, so I'm coming up right behind these guys.
That's fair.
And then I will. That's it.
Back to Bell.
Alright. Do a little bit of movement upwards. Still can't really see anything though. Just downright unfortunate.
All right, so
Can't see anything past here.
one of the things you can do is you can hold your action to move. So if you want to wait until the light sources illuminate the way, you could hold your action to move. You wouldn't be able to then move and attack, but you could move up to something at that point.
You know what? I'll chill here for the time being. Wait for the light to get moved either further ahead and or disappear. Either way. And we'll just take a cheeky dodge.
Okay, so are you going to use your action to move, or are you going to use your action to dodge?
I'm gonna take a cheeky dodge action.
Okay. And I already rolled his perception, so we're going to keep going. Ura!
So Ura is going to begin sneaking in.
Sneak away.
Sneak. 10.
Sneaky sneak.
So he's going to like so. And then as his bonus action, he will begin dispersing the lights out of the direct cavern, because obviously he doesn't know exactly what the fair is like up here. So he's going to send 2 lights this way.
I don't think you can travel past there because it goes uphill right there. Like that's going up.
Yeah.
As long as they're within 20 feet of each other.
Yep. I can.
And then 2 he will keep right here. So can we see where that leads, or no?
Yeah, I'm gonna fix it here in a second.
Yeah. Like he'll send the lights up that way. Oh my goodness.
There's light emanating down out of there, so those of you that are near there now can see that there's like a light source up there.
So. And
Hang on, probably be able to see all that up there.
No, probably shouldn't be able. Yeah.
Uh,
Can you see it right now?
Yeah, I'm able to
Yeah.
see that.
Yeah, I can see it too. It's like. But also, I think I can see what this sees. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I see why you had that. At the same time, it's like anyway.
So yeah, Ura just sort of like sets the light up at the intervals of like where I guess that ridge climb is. So in case someone wants to climb up it, they can do so.
Okay.
He's sneaking, and that is his turn.
Next, Riker.
Alright, I see him start throwing lights up in that direction, but I'm going to go ahead and... What am I going to do? I see them focusing that way, so I'm going to go ahead and move here and just take position against this wall. And kind of, I'm going to look to... Holy crap, names. Ura? No. Yes. No? Yes. Maybe. The
Which one you're talking
one,
about?
Yeah. No. The whoever's doing the lights to do a few down this hall too, because I'm blind as a bat, and I'm just gonna hold up against that edge of the cavern here, and that's my turn. Still moving quietly. I don't know if I need to reroll stealth or whatever.
Nope. We'll keep the same roll. Engong. If you climb up that shaft, it's double move.
Yep.
And you could climb up right there or right here, but that climb up would be a double move too. It's an extra 5 feet basically to go up.
How high up is the bridge here?
It's about 20 feet above the ground.
Okay. I wanted to double check real quick.
So yeah, it's an extra 5 feet to climb the 20 feet. So
Yeah. step out and try to huck this javelin at the goblin.
All right.
So, nat 20. Just
Ah.
10 points of damage.
Yep.
It's just,
Plop.
you just hear just in the darkness after the javelin still.
Yeah, he just falls down, so you can retrieve your javelin again, or retrieve your javelin because he fell off as
Just
well.
goes over, go over and retrieve the javelin. I'll just stay. I'll probably just stand. I'm technically on the square that the goblin is.
Yeah, it's fine.
But for now,
You're pretty sure that goblin was sleeping, and it didn't even like make a noise except as it fell and landed on the ground in front of you. All right, next, Shahun.
Alright, I'll step up, kind of walking around everybody, and give the whatever hand motion you would give to show that I'm going to cast light, and point towards that direction and wait for like everybody in front of me to give me the okay to cast it. Just a nod or something, because I haven't seen anything in here yet, and I still can't see in there. So, assuming I get a nod from anybody, I'm gonna cast light out in front of me.
okay.
Riker just gives a giant ass thumbs up as the light comes up.
Cast it.
From what Egon can see, she's going to give a thumbs up in terms of what she can see this way.
And I would have cast it on the furthest away thing that I could have seen.
Oh, okay.
Probably been the bridge.
Light on the bridge.
All right. Well, I gotta change that then.
Light has a range of touch. Definitely.
Okay, I touch my shield, and now my shield is a giant flashlight.
That's why I did that. Okay, yeah. There we go. So, 40-20.
If you had a mace, you could literally have turned it into a flashlight.
Or a dagger, and then chuck the dagger.
And I'd actually not a bad idea. I never thought of that before.
All right. So, Shahun's turn. Bell.
Yeah, well. Hey, look.
You can see.
I had a little more movement.
Okay, if you have more movement, finish your move.
Yeah. Let's see, that was 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna go right here.
And like I said, the sides up, you can climb. It's going to cost, because it's a little slippery, cost you an extra 5 foot of move if you want to climb up the side to get on the bridge. So 25 foot total to get up on top.
Okay.
Oh man.
If they didn't know we were here, they know now. Yep.
Here's a crazy question. How tall is our resident half-orc?
She is currently. Oh, bio. 6'3".
East the bridge was how far up?
It's 20 foot tall. Oh, so it's 20 foot up to the bridge.
Alright. Fancy footwork time. I'm gonna yep, jump off. Just get a running start. Go off the back of our half-orc friend, and then kick off the wall and just try to get up to the bridge. All I can. Hardcore. So,
There you go.
if that's yeah, so 15 feet. We still have a whole bunch left. Unless people do not wish for me to continue.
So yeah, from where you're at, there's a passageway to your, was it southeast and northwest across the bridge. So you
That
can
way and that way.
Yep.
Make it easier for you to see.
So,
Something all this black.
which way are we thinking about going?
I'll point southeast this because I can see the tunnel curving around that way. I can see myself getting that way.
Very good.
I am inside a tunnel.
Do you see anything in there?
I can see to about just here. That's it. Although very, very limited.
Can you see anything at that point?
I cannot. What is this? This part of the floor here? That little. Or is that a thing? Is that a creature?
It's moving.
Ah, I see. Does it seem to have noticed that I am here?
Yes, because you're casting shadows.
Ah, I see. Well, if another 15, so. I have 10 more feet, I can make it. He's getting cracked. Huzzah.
Alright.
Go. Swing.
Miss! It hits his shield.
Shields. Punch.
Yeah, that's gonna do it.
Get bonked.
Alright. I believe that's the end of your turn, right?
Yeah, I don't got nothing else.
Oops. Sorry, I grabbed the wrong token. Alright. You've sensed something moving up to your left, Bell, as well as the guy in front of you. I don't know if you can see the guy to your left or not.
I'm gonna die here. That one will miss. That one will hit.
For 3. Alright. Ura.
So, two questions. One, what is the ceiling space like in this game?
It is 10 foot above the bridge. It's 10 foot above the bridge, so that would be 30 foot tall in that area. About where you're at, ramps up from about 20 feet up to that 30 feet. And then it just gets higher as it goes in because that's all going uphill, basically. So it's about 30 foot tall the entire way.
Okay, so Ura will fly up to the bridge.
Okay.
We'll use a bonus action to move the balls up to 60 feet. At which point he'll probably see exactly what's going on here. And then, moving a few feet more, he'll fly to about here.
Okay.
He definitely sees this guy
Okay.
in combat, and so he will just go, "Hey! Fuck you!" Fuck.
Oh no.
It does not seem to have any effect on him.
Maybe I should have sent an air cockpit. Works better that way. And with that, he's done.
Alright. Riker.
Alright, I see a bunch of stuff going on up there.
Bunch of balls just flew past you and went up there.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to run up and climb up there.
Okay. Not gonna make you check to climb, it's just an extra 5 foot of movement. So 25 feet to go up.
So 25 feet at that point.
Yep.
And then, yeah, and then my 30. And, life's rough. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and spend my action to dash and to try to get into a good position here. So I will come here, and I'll get right up behind Belle here. And I'll see that she's surrounded, and I'll kind of just, yeah, get ready to attack on my next turn.
Okay.
That's it. That's really all I can do.
Angang.
I lose everybody?
Oh, I got
Or
you.
is it just quiet? Oh, okay. Shh. Sorry. My bad.
Yeah, you can get to that space right behind that one. Yeah, that hits. And that one's dead.
Nice.
Splat. I believe that was all your movement, though, so... And if you're talking, Ngang, I think you're muted. Shahun.
So I'm trying to see if I can get to up here, but
I forgot I muted myself.
so 20. Nope.
Well, sorry, could I retroactively say something? Because I had said it but forgot I was muted.
Go for it.
I essentially mentioned for the cleric, since the rest had gone up that way, for the cleric to just follow me.
Yep, that's where I'm going. And then I can see this one, right? So I'm gonna let loose.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Sacred Flame.
Dex save.
That's the highest roll possible.
Alright.
Burn him.
And he falls to the ground as he writhes in agony and dies. Alright. So we got 10 minutes to wrap this up. I think that means we're going to call it right here where we're at, guys.
That sounds right.
Yeah, that sounds like a fair thing, considering.
Quick, someone start another combat.
And, so we'll...
Hey, what's this? Hey, it's Gundred. I found him live on the
He did it,
And
guys.
he is winning lottery tickets. What?
Oh my goodness! He's even beside. What's this? It's a giant chest. It's a handheld chest filled completely with platinum coins.
Whoa.
Gundren's so
How
cool.
could this
The albums are so
be better?
Those aren't platinum coins. Those are vorpal swords.
Oh, it's even
300
better.
of them, in fact.
It's a chest of holding, like bag of holding, but a chest containing both of those that were mentioned.
Alright, well, I hope you guys had fun. I thought this was pretty awesome, so...
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
I hope you had fun, man.
Good times.
Yes. So you guys, I don't know if you've checked out my channel before. I don't really want you guys to go to check it out right now because you can still see the whole dungeon right now from my side. So it is Murder Hobos Inc.
Time to spoil it.
I guess most of you have played this adventure before anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. If you want to go check out as a refresher, I guess, before we start next time, that's cool. I hope you guys like it. I hope we keep doing some good stuff. This was a lot of fun for me, and I was definitely laughing on my side here for the beginning of probably for the first hour and a half after we got going. So I had a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
It was good.
Catch y'all next week.
And if you guys would like a shout out on my channel here, send me stuff that you want me to put up when we do our player intros, because we're gonna do that next week. If you want a either create a little thing that I can post up on the screen here as you discuss yourself as a player, I can post that up for you guys next time, or whatever you guys want. But next week I plan on doing basically like a player intro as we start to introduce yourself if I actually get any followers. I don't know. Nobody entered our channel besides me tonight, so nobody's watching this live, but it's going to be on YouTube, so who knows, hopefully we'll accrue some viewers along the way. This module, I believe, you guys that have played it before, it's only like, what, 2 or 3, maybe 4 episodes long, basically, so
Pretty much.
this will be over for pretty quickly, but like I said in the thing, we're planning on doing Tomb after this. And we've got some nice plot hooks to get you guys to Tomb of Annihilation as we get there, and we'll discuss a little bit of that next week. I don't think... oh, no, that's not true. Shahoon will probably be the only one who's really aware right now of what's going on in the world as far as the death curse goes. So he'll have just heard us.
I also know what's happening with the whole Tomb of Annihilation stuff, so...
Yeah,
I'm not gonna spoil it, though.
No, I mean, just character-wise, Shahoon would know that there's messed up stuff going on. They haven't named it yet when you left Neverwinter, but you know that things aren't quite right. The rest of you would have known that a lot of the temples have actually closed their doors and have, like, people weren't admitting non-clergy into their temples, and that was kind of like a recent thing, like the couple days before you guys left Neverwinter. Like that's the thing going around. The rumors is that, hey, something's up with the clergy of like all the religions, because a lot of them have shut their doors and aren't letting people in, and
that would be significant enough.
And that's where we would be at. So again, I hope you guys had fun, and any questions for me before we depart? Alright, if you guys have anything for me, please hit me up on Discord, and I will at least try to get a hold of you. Me responding on Saturday to like Sunday is really not going to happen, because I do my tabletop games on Saturday nights. So I work Saturday morning, play Saturday night, and usually work Sunday morning. So me getting any response from me during that time period is pretty limited. So, but I've actually got my Discord set up now to my phone, so at least I can hit you guys up from work and stuff like that when I'm on break. So.
How much XP do we get? Or are we tallying that up at the end of that?
I will hit you up with your XP at the next long rest, because that's when I'll let you guys actually advance if that happens. So, XP really won't matter until we hit long rests. So, we'll pretty much have to clear this dungeon before that happens, I think, unless you guys try to get a long rest in the middle of a dungeon? Question mark?
Let's go.
I mean, we're eventually going to get to the point to where you're going to want to, but do you really want to?
Who knows?
Alright, so yeah, see you guys next week, and talk to you during the week on Discord.
Right on. Have a good night, guys.
Good night.